Your cat could settle down anywhere in the house, yet they often choose one very specific, inconvenient place, directly in your path, right in front of you. While it feels like a fleeting moment, something easy to step around and forget, there is a profound logic hidden beneath that simple, lazy flop onto the floor. What looks like an obstacle is actually a sophisticated message rooted in absolute trust and extreme vulnerability. When your cat places themselves in your direct trajectory, they aren't just in the way, they are testing the gravity of your bond and signaling that your presence is the safest territory they own. Once you understand what feline behavior experts have uncovered about this silent form of communication, it will completely change the way you see your cat, and more importantly, the way they see you. If you've ever looked down and felt chosen by their presence, hit that like button to join a community that understands the quiet honor of being a cat's priority. Let's uncover why your path is the only one they want to be on. Number 1. The social flop. When a cat suddenly drops at your feet, exposing their belly like an over-the-top stage performance, researchers refer to this as the social or solicitation flop. Perhaps the most surprising discovery is that this isn't a fixed natural instinct. It's a learned behavior, one that isn't mastered through commands, but through the passage of time. A cat only develops this habit under one specific condition, when they feel an unwavering sense of safety with a particular human. Why is this so significant? Because that exposed belly is far more than just a cute posture. It is a display of pure, raw vulnerability. Feline researcher Dr. John Bradshaw notes that cats almost never expose their stomachs unless they feel absolutely secure, as this area houses their most vital organs, the very things they are hardwired to guard in the presence of any perceived danger. Therefore, when a cat flops in front of you, they are broadcasting one of the most powerful silent messages in the feline lexicon. I feel safe with you. This alone reveals everything about the status you hold in their world. However, this is where the communication becomes nuanced. Despite the invitation-like appearance, cat behavior expert Dr. Mikel Delgado explains that this is an affiliative signal, an announcement that their guard is down, rather than a guaranteed request for a rub. To truly honor this trust, you must learn to read the microsignals, limbs that are loose, eyes drifting into a slow blink, and a resting tail. Understanding this delicate boundary is crucial, because misreading this quiet signal is often exactly what leads directly into our next, more complex behavior. If your cat has ever flopped down in front of you like this, let us know by giving this video a like. Number 2. The belly trap myth. Sometimes the flop does turn into a trap, and that's exactly where the myth begins. While some cats genuinely invite a belly rub, others will roll over, tempt you in, and then unleash the claws the moment you cross a line you didn't even know existed. This leads us to the infamous belly trap. But is it really a trick, a test, or just a feline prank? Not quite. The truth is, for a cat, exposing the belly is rarely an invitation to touch. It is a profound expression of vulnerability. When we misread this defensive display as a cue to rub, it creates immediate confusion, and in the long run, a breakdown of trust. Think of it more like a high-stakes social experiment. Your cat is essentially saying, I am exposing the softest, most vital part of my being. Will you respect that boundary? Every time you rush in without reading the room, you are giving them an answer they didn't want to hear. Over time, these interactions dictate how safe they feel in your presence. It determines whether they will continue to show you their vulnerability or if they'll begin to keep their guard up permanently. For a cat, the belly is sacred ground. To truly honor this sacred trust, you must look for the microsignals, limbs that are loose and heavy, soft eyes drifting into a slow blink, and a resting tail. Misreading it isn't just a common mistake, it's a missed opportunity to prove that you are the guardian they can truly trust. Number 3. Blocking behavior. Cats are strategic about space. According to feline behaviorist Pam Johnson-Bennett, where a cat rests is shaped by both safety and social intent. That is why your cat sometimes positions themselves directly in your walking path, not beside you, not tucked away, but exactly where you have to notice them. At first glance, it seems inconvenient, maybe even inconsiderate, but this is actually a behavior known as blocking, and it can be surprisingly intentional. Feline behaviorist Pam Johnson-Bennett notes that cats are highly selective about where they rest. Their location choices are shaped by social dynamics, emotional context, and territorial instincts. So when your cat flops where they know you'll walk, they're not just being quirky. Sometimes it's a gentle request for attention. Sometimes it's a reminder that they matter. Other times, it's a test to see whether you acknowledge their presence or brush them aside. Maybe it's just their way of saying, "Hey, I'm here too, acknowledge me," and how you respond. That tells them everything. Step over them carefully, offer a kind word or a soft glance. You're validating their place in your world. But ignore them, or worse, shove them aside, and you risk sending the opposite message. Number 4. The side stretch. Sometimes it's not where they lie down, but how they lie down. Picture this. Your cat settles beside you, not blocking your way, not demanding anything, but then slowly stretches out onto their side. Limbs extended, muscles relaxed. Maybe a soft sigh as they melt into the floor. It looks casual, but in the feline world, this is an incredibly intimate gesture. That long, drawn-out stretch makes it harder for them to leap back into action, which means they've chosen this moment to let their guard down. In a 2016 study published in Scientific Reports, researchers noted that relaxed postures like the side stretch often coincide with deep emotional bonding. When a cat stretches out next to you, they're not just being comfortable, they're positioning themselves for connection. And not necessarily touch, just presence. In that moment, your cat is saying they feel safe enough to slow down near you. As calm as this looks, sometimes the message is delivered with far more drama, which brings us to the final theory. So if you've ever noticed your cat stretch out beside you like this, let us know by going ahead and liking the video. Number 5. The sudden flop. Some cats don't ease into a lie down at all. They collapse with speed and flair, hitting the floor as if gravity won a sudden argument. This exaggerated movement often signals playfulness or affection. The faster and more theatrical the flop, the stronger the bid for attention. Researchers like Dr. Kristen Vitale have observed that cats adapt behaviors based on outcomes. If dramatic flops previously earned laughter, interaction, or treats, the cat learns this is an effective strategy. Over time, it becomes a rehearsed performance. There are variations here. Some cats flop and immediately engage, batting or rolling, inviting play. Others flop and freeze, watching closely to see what happens next. That stillness is a test. When you respond gently, lowering yourself, extending a hand without touching, you give your cat space to decide the next move. Across all forms of the flop, one truth remains constant. Cats do not do this with just anyone. Which brings us to what all of this really means. When your cat lies down in front of you, the moment is never empty. It carries trust, curiosity, and emotional risk. A flop is not just about comfort, it is an assessment. Your cat is checking whether you are safe, attentive, and respectful of their boundaries. Feline behavior consultant Sarah Ellis notes that cats constantly evaluate their environment, including the people within it. When they place themselves in front of you, they are asking who you are to them. Your response becomes part of the relationship's foundation. If you pause, soften your voice, or offer a slow blink, you are speaking their language. You are acknowledging the message rather than rushing past it. These small choices accumulate, shaping how secure your cat feels over time. So the next time your cat drops right in front of you, don't see it as an interruption. See it as communication. Because in that quiet moment, your cat is letting you know they trust you enough to be seen, and how you answer matters more than you might think.